Hello guys, welcome back. Um, I really didn't want to make this video, but since we may lose some of you in January, those of you from Europe, I didn't want you to think that I'd found out about what happened and didn't say anything. As many of you now know, there was a shooting in a Christmas market in France. And first I tried a bunch of videos for you. I kept breaking down crying, so that didn't work. And then I got up and I stomped around real angry for a while. And neither of those were very useful. Sitting here crying didn't really do anybody any good, and getting mad didn't do anybody any good. So I lit some candles and some sage and quietly said some prayers to the gods, and I, saged the altar area and sent up prayers so that the people, the victims, could move on, and that, the victims' families could find peace and comfort with whatever God it is that they serve. And I wish I had answers for you. I wish that the gods had given me some kind of wisdom, to pass on to you. But like I said, I'm not a mouthpiece of the gods. I do know I was working with Wolf today. And strangely, I kept running across these videos of these, veterans that work with wolves, and these men have been traumatized, they've been in war zones, women too, and they come back home, and a lot of them are suicidal because, that just goes with having been in a war zone. And so, if they're lucky enough to get into this program, they get partnered with a wolf that chooses them, and they don't get to boss the wolf around or anything else. It's a relationship that takes a long time, and the way they have these wolves for this program is that these wolves were abused themselves. So the wolves have been through it, and a lot of times they're actually like 90% wolf, 10% dog, because somebody had a fantasy about owning a wolf, and that didn't turn out too good for the wolf. So, I think Odin was leading me to that, in Loki too, because there was a fox at this place. They'd taken foxes too and other abused animals. And I think what it teaches us is that, wolves and wounded warriors can both learn to heal. And they can both learn to make better lives for themselves. These wolves will unfortunately never be out being free because captivity is all they know, and these men and women can never go back to quite the way things were. But they can learn to live a new life, and they can make a good life for themselves, maybe even better than before. And I think that's what we have to remember when there's a tragedy, that, yes, it hurts, and yes, it takes away some of our innocence, but we can grow and become stronger from this as a global community, as pagans. It doesn't matter who was attacked, it matters that human beings were attacked. And they were attacked in a place where they were going to, have fun with their family and get ready for Christmas, just as we're getting ready for Yule. I think I gave you guys that link to that song about the Christians and the pagans, and how, Christmas and Yule, they're pretty much the same. Come on, we both put up trees and give presents, blah. So, look to the gods, find your strength, do what you think is appropriate, and, stay calm and carry on, as the poster would say, because it definitely feels we're entering into an era where people are trying to bring war into the streets. But the good people of the world have to show them that that's not going to be so. I didn't say everybody rise up in a violent movement. That's not going to solve anything. But we have to show them that we're not going to stand for this, that we'll stand together and we're going to stand united, and that, they're not going to get anywhere with this campaign of violence or terrorism. So, don't give up, because when we give up, the terrorists win. That's what they want. They want to shut down the Christmas markets. They want to shut down the concerts. They want to shut down the nightclubs. They want to shut down anything they don't agree with, because they're small, pathetic people. So, he's like, yes, my girl. So, remember to never let the terrorists win. To never let anybody with a violent ideology win, because when we let them win, when we back off, when we go away, when we let them win, then they just continue and they perpetuate on and on. We have to show them that we're stronger than that. Not so long ago we had the expression "Je suis Charlie" to show our solidarity for the people that were, killed just for expressing themselves artistically. Um, I don't know what the proper expression would be today, except that we're sorry that this happened, and we stand with you, and, the world stands with you, and just for you guys to take care of one another, and that's something to remember this Yule, that, you know, um, there will for the grace of the gods, so, we have to count our blessings, and there may be so many things in life we don't have, but sometimes you have to look at what you do have and have gratitude for what you do have. Those of us that are still here just have to pick each other up and carry on. So I will see you guys soon, and, just take care of one another. Bye bye.